an 8-point heat lead. Hard for so. Oh, what a play. For Minnesota for the first time tonight. Walker's hook is short. Mourning pump faking twice and a power flop.
He's averaging a double-double this year.
Mourning blocked his dunk. Right down. Again. Here's Fry cleared for takeoff and denied again by Mourning. He just sent back a. Oh, Mourning, what a move!
Devin Harris saw that one all the way.
Oh, Harris blocked by Mourning.
And so Devin Harris.
Way out on the floor. He's got problems. Larry Johnson bounce pass on the baseline. The lob for zone. Makes the catch. Dunks it home. And the Heat win. The basket. Mourning for the win.
Bothered by Lewis.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas trying to crit.
What's up, YouTube? It's Drew, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm trying to big body banger. Today I'm doing a 2 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on over 4K. You know what I'm saying? Today I am the build dealer on your local convention with this Alonzo Mourning build video. Yes, sir, this was requested a lot. A lot of y'all really wanted this, and you know, it's here today. And I had a good time making this build. You know, it was definitely one that I wasn't expecting to get a lot of requests, just because, you know, a lot of times you get the more casual requests. But yeah, you know, with my subscribers specifically, y'all always challenge me, always request something like interesting. So, you know, I'm appreciative of that. You know, y'all never do anything boring. Like, I've gotten freaking Mikal Bridges requests, you know, Delonto Banton, like people that most people won't request for a build. So, you know, I appreciate that. Keep on requesting any builds that like are just unorthodox, you know, and there's anything that y'all want to see, and I'll do it, you know. And with this build, I think I really made an accurate representation of Alonzo Mourning. You know, I did everything that I could, you know, in the current gen builder, and made him as well-rounded as possible to fit his in real life NBA play style. So without further ado, let's get right into the pie charts that I use for this build. So for Alonzo Mourning, I ended up using the finishing and shooting pie chart. Yes, obviously Alonzo Mourning wasn't shooting from like the 3-point, but he was a very consistent mid-range shooter, and on top of that, he had a very deadly post game. Obviously, you know, I was debating between a defending pie chart because he definitely, you know, got a lot of rebounds and blocks in his career. But as a big man, you're going to get rebounds and blocks regardless in the game if you have like a 75 rebound, 75 block. And for the physical profile, I went with the balanced physical profile. So what you'll see right here is that you get a good amount of badges. And why I didn't go with the defensive pie chart is because his post scoring would have been way too low. His shooting wouldn't have been as, you know, balanced enough. And it just would have been too heavy on defense, when in reality, you know, you can just go with a non-defensive pie chart build and still have great defense. You see right here, I maxed out the interior defense, the block, and the rebounding, and I already have 9 defensive rebounding badges, you know. So that's a major difference from, you know, wasting it on attributes that don't matter. And obviously when I adjust my wingspan and everything, it'll be a lot better in terms of just blocking. So you're gonna see that I'm gonna be able to get a rim protector takeover. Yeah, I know. So don't get caught up in the hype of trying to get a defensive pie chart. You're going to be able to defend either way. Now in real life, Alonzo Mourning was 6'10", so you want to make him 6'10", and I made him 240 pounds, which is also his real life weight, and I maxed out the wingspan to 92. And you see right here, like I said, you get the defensive rim protector takeover just because your blocking is like 80, you know, so you're going to be okay regardless. That's why I said you don't need a defensive pie chart, because you're going to have 80 blocking, you know, and then when you hit 99 overall, it's going to be mid 80s. So just keep all that in mind. And you see it's an interior finisher build, you know, with crazy post scoring, good shooting, you know, good post fadeaways, and crazy blocking. So, and the badge spread is really good too. You get 23 finishing, 13 shooting. That's 36, 46, you know, when you had the playmaking. And then, well, you get 55 badges. Yeah, look at that math, man. That math was crazy. But you get 55 badges in total, which is amazing for a center build and any build ever, especially with this type of pie chart. So it's a very good badge spread in general. And on top of that, it's just a dominant build. Like, I had a lot of fun playing with this build. You know, it was very straightforward and it was very well rounded. You know, it was like I could play like a paint beast if I wanted to, but at the same time I had the skills of like a stretch, you know, obviously not a 3-point shooting type of stretch, but just the skills where I can like be in the post and post fade on people. You know, I could play like Hakeem Olajuwon if I wanted to, or play like the Dikembe Mutombo with the blocks. You know, that was definitely Alonzo Mourning's versatility, because he was a dominant post scorer. He could dunk on people like crazy, and on top of that, he was an amazing defender, you know, paint protector, everything like that, whether he was on the Hornets, the Heat, etc. You know, so he did what he had to do, and I'm very happy that he at least got one ring. You know, obviously it was like kind of like a throwaway ring because he was just a role player on that Heat team in 2006. You know, he wasn't in his prime anymore, but it's good that he still got to experience that ring with, you know, his team that he really like solidified him, you know, himself in the league with. Because, you know, the Hornets, that was just his start. That was like Shaq on the Magic, you know, and Shaq found the Lakers, and it was like, wow, you know. So that's how it was for Alonzo Mourning, in my opinion. And that's funny too, because Shaq was also on that 2006 Miami Heat team. So I mean, hey, they had a bunch of centers. I guess you could say they had Haslam too, going crazy for them. But yeah, so this build, you know, like I said, it's May. You want to have some fun in park. I suggest making newer builds. And once again, I say this every time, the reason why 2K is dead is because everybody has the same build, and it makes it boring. It makes it less fun to play. You know, it's fun playing on like Play Now Online because nobody has this crazy build that can like zigzag left right, you know. It's challenging. So it's like when you're making different builds, it's challenging. You know, the NBA Live, it was great at having people make different builds, you know. And NBA Live, I would make so many different builds just to see how they played it, and it was just fun to me. You know, I really did like NBA Live. I don't know how other people liked it. Like, I'm talking about NBA Live like 18 or 19, the last one they came out with. But I think 2K needs to head in that direction where the builds are less centered on spamming dribble moves and, you know, less arcadey. Well, you could still keep the arcade aspect, but just a little bit more simulation, just a little more, but not too much so that it's not like 2K18, you know, which is trash. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 4K, and I'm saying, comment any builds that y'all want in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.